2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O thy power, because thou madest the world for our sakes. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Charakah, Badash. Double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone. Salutes to the sincere elect out there. Back at you with another lesson. So the whole world was made for our sakes, man. So we have reasons to magnify the name of the Lord. Reasons, too many to mention in one video. But I'm gonna home in on how the whole world was made for our sakes. You know, through our power. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh Achad. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh Achad. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh Achad. Yahweh Israel, Yahweh our power is one. Soon to be reunited back with our power. You know, with all the gifts and the blessings that go along with it. How he created man to possess the earth. So this, what we see now with our eyes, everything, what we can see and what we can't see, will soon be returned. Esau got it on lease. Esau got it on, he's a renter. Esau is a renter. You know the word renter? You know, or lease, leaser is a leaseholder or is a renter. He's a renter boy. He's got it on rental right now. He's got the whole earth on rental, on lease, borrowed, and he's on borrowed time. And it's slowly but surely. As a matter of fact, as the scriptures say, I believe it's Luke, just like lightning, I see Satan's kingdom falling. So it's not even slowly, it's quickly. And it's actually, in the spirit, it's already been brought down, but we're just playing it out in the flesh. So everything we see with our eyes, yeah, kudos to you too. Oh, the bird, they must sing. Just like the last time I was there, the bird them was getting together and doing a little dance, man. Doing their little dance and just, yeah, bring it on. They were saying, bring it on, Jake. Bring out the truth for these devils. So what we see with our eyes, what we don't see, it belongs to the being created for Adam, right? And you have the Adamites, then you had the chosen ones that was chosen out of the Adamites, as it also says in 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creation, all the creatures of him came we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So that was the chosen ones out of the Adamites, was the chosen men, the men of God, right? Which he gave, when you get into it, in Genesis 1 and 26, he gave them the laws that made them superior to all the others in those times, the Adamites, right? He was the men of the Lord that empowered them. He empowered them. And we're going to hit a couple of precepts just to back up, just to qualify what we're going into today, what we zooming in on today. So Sirach 17 and 1 says, the Lord created man of the earth and turned him unto it again. Right? He gave them few days and a short time and power also over these things. Originally, we were created to live forever, immortal, to be immortal, but as we know, through the woman, Eve, came sin, right, and death. So it mattered to a few days, right? Adam 935 years, which is just under 1,000, just under a day, in the Lord's time, right? Because a day to the Lord is 1,000 years to mankind. So he shortened us to few. It was a continual decredit or downgrade to a shortened life because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, as we know that story, right? But yeah, death came through the wicked, the first woman, Eve, because Adam went off, as we know. So he endured them with strength. Back to Sirach 17:3. He endured them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image. Right, that's we just mentioned. The image was the laws that made them different and separate, right, from all the other, from the Adamites. Right, the laws that made them superior and stand out to have dominion over the whole earth, the animals, the sea creatures, and everything in it. So we were made, right? The elect were made. The whole earth was made for us. Well, we just all we had to do was be obedient. But as we know, that was the movie. That's how the movie had to be played out, and that was the plan. That was a full plan that we was supposed to go off, right? And where we are now is just a part of the movie, right? Cast down, right? The men of fame were cast down to earth, as we know. So carrying on reading. And put the fear of man upon all flesh and gave them dominion, right? Self-explanatory. It's explaining it. Over the beasts and fowls, they received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, yeah, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding, right? As I mentioned, the laws, right? The laws of the land, the laws of the spirit, right? The creation from the beginning, the understanding, and it goes into that in Wisdom of Solomon. We're going to get into that as well. Understanding, and in the 7th speech, the interpreter of the cognitions thereof. Yeah, understanding, man, making us the laws, right? Giving us the intelligence, the senses that separated us from the beast of the earth, right? Separated us, made us superior. We were supposed to have dominion. Yeah, but we know it's not lost. It's only temporary, right? Because he, the devil, the so-called white man, got everything. He's just a renter boy. He's just a Lisa. It's only temporary, right? They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th speech, and the interpreter of the cognitions thereof. Counsel and a tongue, eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them to understand, right? Going into that wisdom and those laws, right? Withal he filled them with the knowledge of the understanding and showed them good and evil. Yeah, that was part of it. As Elder Yaquab said, to understand good, the fullness of understanding, we need to understand both left hand side and right hand side, right? So that's as we say, that's how the movie was planned. That's how it's playing out. For us to understand both evil and good, we need to understand the left hand side and the right hand side in its fullness, how it's operated, right? He set his eyes upon their heart that he might show them the greatness of his works. Yeah, we're gonna get it back, right? And yes, the earth is created perfect. Right now it's morning, the earth is morning. Romans 8, no, it's not, it's Isaiah. Yeah, Romans 8 as well. The earth is groaning, the animals are groaning, right? Crying out for the creation to come back into their senses, right? The men of the Lord. And also Isaiah 24:4, right? It's morning, right? It's damn bad. The earth is crying out, right? Why? Because the devil is in control. The whole earth has been given unto the wicked. As a matter of fact, because I kind of quoted it. Let me go to it. The one I want is Isaiah 24, I believe. Get the dust off that. So let's get it. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The haughty people are Esau, Goyim nations, and the wicked of our own. Right? Don't have no respect, no appreciation of nothing. Right? The ungrateful people. And the main ones are the Edomites, the people of the Lord's curse. That's in Isaiah 34. You're going to come back and go and bring vengeance upon them. But, yeah, that's the point, though. The earth also is defiled, right, under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. Yep, Most High gave us the laws to keep, right? But the ungrateful, as we know, they cast it aside. They fan their hand, right? Thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Yep. Everything is defiled. Everything is turned upside down in the hands of the wicked. The renter boy them. Right? The renter boy them spoil everything. Right? But yeah, they only got it on rental. They only got it on lease. It's just a temporary thing. Because the whole, as we know, the whole earth, what you see with your bare eyes and what you don't see, right? Beneath the soil, beneath the sea, up in the heaven, was created for us, right? The elect. And we're going to exploit it. We're going to explore it. John 14, right? Even there's other creations being created right now, right? Other universes, other earths, other planets being created right now. And we're going to get to explore all of that. We're going to get to explore all of that. So back to, Lord willing, be a quick video, straightforward and to the point. Back to Sirach 17. Where I left off. 6. Counsel and a tongue, days ears, and a heart gave he them to understand, withal he filled them with the knowledge of the understanding, and he showed them good and evil. He set his eyes upon the heart, and he might show them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. Yep. And we're doing that now, right? That's why they shook up. The elect are back together, right? The elect that were there from the very beginning, the first fruits, the elect, the Alahayim, are back here now, reunited, shaking up the place, shaking up the earth, as Muhammad Ali said when he dealt with Sonny Liston in that famous fight. Right? He said he shook up the world. I shook up the world. Yeah, the elect are back here now. Right? There's a chemical reaction that is because the elect are back together, reunited. They're causing a chemical reaction, a vibration, a shivering, a tremor going through the earth. And that tremor is the truth. And the elect are back here causing that, right? That reunited. So we're shaking up the world, right? And we're going to ultimately put it right side up again. That's the plan. That's the movie, right? And it was all planned. He set his eyes upon their hearts. Sirach 17 and 8 again. He set his eyes upon their hearts, and he might show them the greatness of his glory. He gave them glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. That's what Adam was supposed to do, right? As we know, the first man Adam, but the last man Adam was Yahushua. He going to correct everything where he left off, where he went wrong. Once again, that was all part of the movie. So, yeah, and it's gonna make the point. He gave them to glorify his marvelous acts. Right? He had dominion. Adam had dominion over his creation. That was given. He was given the power by the Alahayim to create Yahushua. Right? He was given the power to create through the Alahayim, right? The explosion, what they call a Big Bang, not in the way that they say it, but it was a explosion. It was a chemical reaction because the Alahayim created that, right? The acts forever that they might declare his works with understanding, and we're declaring it now, right? And even if we didn't, the rocks will cry out. Yes, the rocks will cry out. But it also says his invisible qualities are clearly seen. So what you see and what you don't see, his glory is in it, right? You can't deny that there's a creator, the way everything is so intellectually put together and works perfectly, right? And the elect shall praise his holy name, right? We're rising up now in great boldness and praising his holy name. Get back to what they are about Shimmer Shai. So we see everything is coming back round full circle. The elect are back together again, reunited, glorifying his name. And that was just how the movie was supposed to play out. We were supposed to go off, right? See where we went wrong and make that correction, right? Check. And this time we're going to check the women them, right? We're going to check Eve. Eve ain't going to be rebellious again. She ain't going to look at the, the symbolic apple and decide to choose that, right? And mess up everything, right? Go off. We're going to check the women. That's why we're checking them now. They're going to get back in order. We're talking about the elect, the obedient of our women. There ain't going to be no more rebellion, right? Because everything is coming back round again, and it's going to be right side up again. So there you have it, Akim. Really and truly, that's the point. The whole earth was made for our sake. Right now, the devil have it in his possession. The renter boy, right? And we're going to take things back from the renter boy. We're going to take it all back, right, as we're supposed to. Let's hit another one, and we're going to end with that. So, Wisdom of Solomon 7, and we want 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things, right? This is also, as I say, Wisdom of Solomon. This is Solomon speaking, right? He has given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operations of the elements, right? Right now we have a certain amount of understanding of the elements, the periodic tables as they're called, but there's so much more going on, right? We're going to understand how to operate, control and manipulate the elements, what we see and what we don't see. As we know, there's going to be more things revealed in the Most High's time. So what we know now, we understand, right? King Solomon speaking, right? And his elects are back here together, getting the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding of every single thing, right? Not being ignorant of any small matter or big or small matter. Most are revealing things to us as the whole world was made for our sakes. We have an auction from the Holy One to know all things, which is feeding us now through our elders and our apostles, through the Spirit of the Lord, right? Giving us the memory, our memories. What they call that, amnesia, when you get a knock in the head when you forget, right? It causes amnesia, but now the memory is returning, right? That knock in the head, that trauma is healing up well and truly, and our memory is returning for us to understand the full certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operations of the elements, because we was there. The first fruits were there, putting it all together, right? And it was rocking when we had it under our control, as they say. The dance was rocking. The world was rocking to our beat. You understand? So it's rocking already right now. It's going to fully be under our control again, right? Yahweh Shai, his 144,000, King David, the 12, it's going to be fully under our control again, our dominion again, and it's going to be moving in the right way, how it's supposed to, all right? I'm going to read it again. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operations of the elements, the beginning, the endings, and the mids of the times. Yep. Who's very known with that is Hezekiah. Hezekiah, the so-called Mexicans, they was given the understanding of the times, what they call the signs, right? The periodic tables, as it's saying here. As a matter of fact, let me go and get the dust off that one as well. I believe it's Chronicles. I believe it's First Chronicles. Let's go. See if I'm right on that. First Chronicles 12. So First Chronicles 12 and let's see. 12 experts 20. Hold on, let me see. The children of Ephraim, namely the tribe of Manasseh. So that's the tribe of Manasseh. Hold on, let's carry on. Here it is, yeah, 32, and we're gonna hit that. So First Chronicles 12 and 32 says, and the children of Hezekiah, yeah, which were men that had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their command, right? So they understand the times, the seasons, right? The times, the seasons, what they call it today the zodiacs, because you have a duality with the zodiacs, the left hand side and the right hand side, as they call duality. There's a duality to everything, good and bad. So this was given to the tribe of Issachar, which is so-called Mexicans today. Their symbol is the ass, and they're known as the strong ass. So this is the gift that, because all tribes were given a particular gift. Hezekiah was given the gift of the signs and the times, knowing how to read the stars, right? The times, mathematical things that take place, right? What we see now, and also what we don't see. So Hezekiah, he's hired, otherwise known as he's hired, which is a tribe of so-called Mexico, so-called Mexicans, and their biblical name is Hezekiah. So they was given that gift, right? The understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, right? And they used it in battle, right? When to retreat, when to attack. Yeah, it was very a useful blessing to have. So going back, just wanted to qualify that. Going back to where I was, Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. And this is going to be what we're going to wind it up. This is the last one. All right, just to qualify what we've been going into. The whole earth was made for our sakes, and everything, the whole earth is coming back, and then some, and all the other things that go along with it. What the whole Shah is doing right now, why the whole Shah is doing right now, creating other earths, other planets, other universes for us to be to explore, right, and have dominion over, right, but all on the Lord's time, right. So back to Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 18. The beginning and the endings of the midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the changes of the seasons, the circuit of years, the position of the stars. Whoo! Literally out of this world. The nature of the living creatures, the furies of the wild beasts, right? We're getting in league already with the animals. We sense that. And so do they. That's why they're coming back to the creation. It's coming back. Everything coming back in its right. Coming back in its right mind. Right? All on the Lord's time. This is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Fix the camera. Right, we're back. Right, so just to round it off now, with the last verses, Wisdom of Solomon 7, 20, the nature of the living creatures, the furies of the wild beasts, the violence of the winds, and the reasonings of the men. Yeah, Yahushua, when he was on the earth, he demonstrated he had power over the winds. When they was on the boat and they was getting shook, the disciples were getting shook, and he said, "What are you so shook for?" And he woke up out of his sleep, right? In a time like that, he was sleeping. That's how confident he was, and he calmed it. So that's coming back too via Yahweh Yahushai, via the elect, right? So the violence of the winds, the reason of men, right? Psychology, right? To be able to read hearts, the diversities of the plants, and the virtues of roots, right? That's why, brothers, we're getting into our natural ways, the old way, right? Getting into the herbs, the diversity of the plants, right? Goes into that, right? The virtues of the roots, right? What you can do with them, as we know. There's a lot you can do with what the Most High created out of the earth, which he called it meat, right? And through every seed, right? That's Genesis, goes into that. Genesis, I believe it's 129. But yeah, everything through that the Most High created, right? The greens, the living veggies, the trees, the bark, what you can do with the bark, what you can do with the resins of the bark, what you could do with the acorns, what you could do with the pine. And it's just too much to mention, right? But it's all through the law that we're going to get the understanding of all of that, right? And all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I knew. King Solomon's saying, right? But Esau got it right now, temporarily, and he still don't understand a lot of what he may have. He still don't get it. Right? It's only been revealed to him as what's been revealed to him is the tip of the iceberg and the tip of that. So nothing's really been revealed to him when you really get into it. Last one. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding. That's Sophia, wisdom. Spirit, Holy One, holy, manifold, subtle, yeah? Lively, clearly, undefiled, plan not, subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick, which cannot be littered, ready to do good, right? You can't spoil it. You can't get rid of it, Esau, no matter what you try and do, right? There's nothing you can do against the Most High, or his things, or the truth, or his creation. Once again, that's the point right there. The Wadayel Bashim Shai. So the whole earth was given to us, and it was made for our sakes. And we're going to clean it back up again, right? We're going to clean the devil off the earth, the defiled people. We're going to clean them off the earth, right? Wipe them clean off the earth, right? Obadiah 18, never to be seen again. So that the earth is going well and truly be clean and undefiled. Until the next one, we out. Shalom.